derhal serbest bırakılmalı. İsrail'e tam ambargo.
Now we move on. Russian President Vladimir Putin has praised US President Donald Trump, calling him a comfortable conversational partner who knows how to listen and hear while at a Valdai Discussion Club in Sochi. Let's listen in.
Мы там не говорили с президентом Трампом практически ни о каких вопросах, даже двухсторонней повестки, говорили только о возможностях и способах урегулирования украинского кризиса. В целом это уже хорошо. На мой взгляд, президент Трамп, мы знакомы с ним давно, он так любит и эпатировать немножко, мы все это видим, во всем мире это видят. Но он, в принципе, такой человек, который умеет слушать, как ни странно. Слушать, слышит, реагирует.
Putin has also noted that the August summit in Alaska demonstrated Trump's ability to engage constructively, particularly on the issue of Ukraine with Russia. He has said that Moscow remains open to continued dialogue and urged Kyiv to return to the negotiating table. Here's what he has said.
То, что мы предприняли попытку поискать и найти возможные варианты решения украинского кризиса, на мой взгляд, это неплохо. Мы просто реально говорили о возможных вариантах урегулирования. Вы понимаете, говорили так достаточно открыто, по-честному говорили. Вот чего из этого получится, я не знаю. Но мы готовы продолжать эту дискуссию. Пока, к сожалению, прекратить боевые действия не удалось. Но ответственность за это лежит не на большинстве, за то, что не удалось прекратить, а на меньшинстве, прежде всего на Европе, которая постоянно эскалирует и конфликт. И, по-моему, другой цели это на сегодня там не просматривается. Тем не менее, я думаю, что добрая воля возьмет верх.
Moreover, while speaking at the forum, the Russian leader also hit back at President Trump's recent claim that Russia is a paper tiger. He mocked the remark and questioned the strength of NATO. Let's listen in.
Но если мы воюем со всем блоком НАТО и так двигаемся, продвигаемся, уверенно себя чувствуем, и, значит, это бумажный тигр, что тогда сама НАТО? Она что тогда из себя представляет? Но Бог с ним. Нам самое главное быть уверенными в себе, а мы в себе уверены.
Now, for this discussion, we're joined by Professor Rohan Gunaratna. He's an international affairs expert, joins us live from Singapore. Thank you very much, Professor, for joining us again. Good to see you. Now, all these dialogues coming in or reactions, strong reactions coming in from President Putin, what do you make of it? What do you think he is hinting at? Of course, President Trump will hear them. What do you think he has maybe some kind of meaning towards or message towards President Trump?
Asuma, what we are seeing is that Putin is a master of geopolitics. He wants another summit like the Alaska summit with Trump, and that will be in Moscow. So in many ways, he has positioned himself where that summit is going to take place, and that summit is going to benefit Russia significantly because the Russians have lost a lot of manpower, Russians have lost a lot of equipment and capabilities in the fight in Ukraine. So he is making statements that is in many ways going to position Russia at a point of strength. Of course, Putin also said in a recent interview that if the Americans provide additional support to Ukraine, meaning the Tomahawk missiles, that the war in Ukraine is going to escalate to a very different level, meaning he is also threatening directly and indirectly that the Europeans and the Americans should not escalate the fight in Ukraine and that he is ready to expand and capture more territory in Ukraine. And that is what is happening.
Yes, this whole situation is now in a very, it seems like we're in a very critical point, maybe on edge of this turning point. So how do you think that we will see bites coming in from President Trump as well? Do you think that President Trump will react to Putin as well?
President Trump and Putin, they have had a long relationship and they know each other. They know that they can work with each other and work out a negotiated settlement. These are the only two leaders who can restore peace in Ukraine today. There's no one else in the Western theater that can engage Putin as much as Trump. So in many ways, what we are seeing is these are the preliminaries before the post-Alaska meeting that is going to take place in Moscow. In the meantime, there will be some escalations, and we can all hope for peace in Ukraine and with the resolution of the larger disputes between Russia and the West, Russia and Europe, not just Russia and Ukraine, because it's not a fight just between Russia and Ukraine. The entire Europe, in many ways, is at war with Russia.
And lastly, Professor, in what ways do Putin's comments about NATO and also the President Trump's paper tiger remark contribute to this geopolitical narrative surrounding current situation between them?
Putin has clarified Russia's strength when President Trump made that remark. Russia and US were nearly the same level of strength in the 1960s, military strength. Russia may have been even a bit more stronger than the Americans, but America's economy made Americans surpass the Russian military capabilities. So Russia is a very capable military power. Of course, America is a hyper-military power today. And what is important is that all parties sit at the table and engage in negotiations where there will be peace. Because if there's peace in Europe, there can be peace globally.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Professor Rohan.